It's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Sometimes you go over that top rope and then you bang your head on the ring apron. Don't do that. That's when you feel like a big dope. Cause they're the worst bumps you can be taking. Oh no, it's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Sometimes you reach out for that hot tag, but then you go ahead and make your own comeback. And that's when you should quit wrestling. You're better off rolling in thumbtacks. It's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Now double claps. The hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Ba-da-ba-da. Hey, it's me, Bob. How's tricks? How's the kids? Some weather we're having. How about that politics and that sports team and that news item? That's something else, man. What about movie? Don't forget about movie. We're talking about the movie. And then the comedy controversy. Everyone's very, I don't know, I'm making all that up. Something's going on. Hey, we are moving once again like the cargo ship in the Suez Canal. We're just flowing on by. Yeah, this one's a little late. I apologize, Bob Squad. It's Raw. I watched it. That says something for the March 29th, 2021 Hulu edition. Not limited enough commercial edition on Monday Night Raw. I watched this program and we open again for the second week in a row. Actually, for the 800th week in a row, we open with Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant. And instead of opening with a long promo, thankfully, once again, we open with anything else. We open with Drew McIntyre and a blonde lady, and they're at Gate 7. It says Gate 7 in the background. I don't know why. And when Drew gets pissed off, I love this. He looks right at the camera because he's talking to you, person he's pissed at. He doesn't do what they all have been doing for years, which is they get really mad, but they're not allowed to look at the camera for no particular reason. So if I'm flipping channels, it looks like the big bad wrestler is yelling at the little blonde lady. Like the blonde lady pissed off everyone and robbed them of their championships or whatever. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Did you see how I held that? My pauses are so pregnant, my punchline's water is gonna break. Alrighty, look at me go. I just woke up. I'm supposed to start my third San Diego job that I got like now, and the agency's not getting back to me. They gave me the job. We did the onboarding papers. I did the applications for both the agency and the company, and I was supposed to go to drive up like 15 minutes away, not far, to pick up the computer and headset and all this nonsense. And now they're just ghosting me. What the hell happened? I know they did a background check, but I think if they found anything bad, they would have to be like, "Hey, we found something bad in your background check." I mean, since that started with this agency, with they do take a long time to get back to me. This one for some reason, so I don't think it's the background check. I hope not. Jeez, I think it's everyone's just kind of lazy. So maybe next Wednesday I'll start this job. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm not going to go on anymore about that. The phone may ring at any time, which is going to be hilarious. I'm going to record it. I'm going to let you hear the conversation. The Hurt Business is in the ring. Now, by the way, just because they didn't start with a long promo doesn't mean there's not a lot of long promos in this show. What did not make Hulu? Supposedly, the New Day and AJ Styles and Omos did a long, wacky segment. That did not make Hulu at all. Yeah, that tag match wasn't even mentioned for WrestleMania on this program. So, but the Hurt Business, and of course Shane McMahon has got to make it. They have to do Shane McMahon stuff. That always makes Hulu. Even when it's completely botched and goes badly and ruined, they still replay it on Hulu. That's important. More important than building any new stars. There's no more new stars. Gee, I don't know why. Why wouldn't there be new stars? You're only replaying Shane McMahon screwing up, but okay. No new stars. The Hurt Business. They're, what did I write down? Is this what happens when you wait a day? Like, what happened? They break up, okay? They blame each other. They continue with the bounty. If you take out Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley's going to give you a shot. Lashley was a little extra stumbles with the words on this bad boy. And in related news, what else did not make Hulu was the you could easily find it on Twitter. The promo where Riddle just flat out forgot what was going on and walked away. And I'm glad he did because it was like about to get racist. Like it was. I hope he just bailed on it and just played aloof. Because if so, he's my new favorite wrestler. Actually, he's still my favorite wrestler for just walking away from this dumb bullshit. I'm like, Riddle, I don't work there, and I should have walked away a long time ago. Now, the Hurt Business breaks up. This was cool. I think Cedric got shoved or punched or something down to the ground by Lashley, and Shelton sneaked up. I think they made snuck a word. Snuck used to not be a word, but so many people like ain't. So many people said it. It's just a word now. Shelton snuck up with like a go behind takedown online, which is hilarious because Shelton's got the the amateur, the NCAA, whatever the hell it is, wrestling background. Lashley, of course, is the MMA. So I love how geez, I just woke up. Sorry, guys. That's how excited I was. That's how much the breaking up of the Hurt Business meant. I yawned through it. But Shelton taking down Lashley was great, and then Lashley just overpowering Shelton because they both have their background. That was a good way to do it. Riddle is talking to a blonde lady, and he says hi to Titus. And then Titus, just to remind us, Titus is going to host WrestleMania. And Sheamus, he crashes into Riddle out of nowhere because he's going to wrestle him later in a contest, a non-title contest, which he's going to win regardless of who screws up the Oscar promo. So we can have a reason to have Sheamus and Riddle WrestleMania. Cedric, Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin are backstage and are very upset. And they talk to Adam Pearce about his testicles. I'm not kidding. So one of them said, "You need to make this match. They want to wrestle. Have Shelton fight Lashley now, and Cedric fight him next week for some reason." And I think one of the guys says to Pearce, "You need to find your sack, like his scrotum." That's what they mean. They talked to him about his scrotum, and the other guy said, "Grow a pair," which refers to testicles, which reside, you guessed it, in the scrotum. But in individual sacks, there's like a right scrotum sack and a left scrotum sack. I don't know which one is right and left. Like stage right and stage left is not the same as regular left and right. So I don't know if it's like sack left and sack right. So if you're facing the right scrotum, is that like scrotum left or stage, or is it a stage left scrotum? I don't understand. So I'd like that explained further to me if you can. In the comments, let me know. Sheamus fights Riddle. We're a half an hour in the Hulu edition, and there's a match. No, it's not a half an hour. It's a lot. Riddle Riddle does the kick off the flip flop thing, um, and there's a graphic where multicolored birds just fly out of his. Why? The Braun thing with the train, like, okay, they've been calling him a train and putting in train sound effects because the man is literally a train, but just birds. I don't know what birds have to do with Riddle, but anyway, they fly away and they make tweety noises as the pyro goes. I don't understand. Sheamus wins with a knee, which it's weird. Sheamus has been doing the running knee because there's a motion, bicycle motion, similar to his brogue kick, so it's kind of confusing sometimes for me. So Sheamus beats him, but they use the excuse, well, Riddle got jumped in the back, which is fine, and then Riddle tosses Sheamus over the top rope as Sheamus celebrates the contest. But you knew something was going to happen because Sheamus never goes to the second rope to celebrate, so once he does, he gets moved, he gets chucked over, whatever the hell it was. And match gets 3,200 stars. These two always have good matches. It's just like I feel like they've fought a lot. Sheamus has been fighting Riddle or Drew a lot. And I guess he fought Lashley a week ago. Okay, I'm wrong. What the hell do I know? Sheamus' best match, or my favorite Sheamus, I hate to say best, like my opinion makes it right. my favorite Sheamus matches have been in the last year. Um, I love it. Dude's 43, and obviously he's got to change his style a bit. But we don't need to see everyone do the same style. And he was never a big dive guy anyway, thankfully. It would look preposterous. When you're big, just because you could do something, doesn't mean you should. Shawn Michaels would tell Diesel never to leapfrog anyone. Why are you avoiding contact with anyone? You're huge. Sheamus is a big boy. So, it just looks silly. Yeah. I lose my place a lot. I apologize, Bob Squad. I really should have been more awake to do this one. I just kind of rolled out of bed, urinated in my penis like a man, and then started recording. So you always want to start your podcast with morning voice, so that works. Shane McMahon and his friends Elias and Jackson Riker are back, and they say they're going to do an expose on stupid goddamn Braun Strowman. Stupid goddamn Braun Strowman fights Jackson Riker. Okay, guys. Shane and so I started fast forwarding. I didn't listen to Shane's big long stupid thing. I kept hitting the 10-second fast forward button just to get through it, just to go 3 or 4 minutes ahead. And I just saw like flashes of like a fake report card and stuff like that. Like, hey, he's dumb. And Shane says "bub Braun," which doesn't. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And then Jackson Riker fights stupid goddamn Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman, who's the babyface, lets them make fun of him for 5 minutes before coming out to kick everybody's ass, which makes him stupid and makes the heel right. And I want to talk about that. I started fast forwarding to stupid goddamn Braun Strowman and the Jackson Riker match too. I mean, Braun was going to win with his finish. No, yes. But I did happen to pause it. They're staying with the train noise. Of course they are. Because they don't realize we're making fun of it. And I hope they play it at WrestleMania. Which, by the way, since stupid goddamn Braun Strowman challenged stupid goddamn Shane McMahon to a stupid goddamn steel cage match at stupid goddamn WrestleMania, a cage match, doesn't that negate the ability to do the stupid goddamn train noise? Like, you can't run around the ring and do it. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. They'll brawl outside the ring for like 10 minutes before the thing starts. So still, never mind. I hope they do that and they play the noise, and I hope the 25,000 idiots who are going to get COVID at WrestleMania, I hope, I really hope they laugh that shit out of the arena and make everyone know. Let the office know how stupid that is. Anyway, so Braun tells Shane, yeah, I chose a stipulation. I chose a cage match. And Shane, the heel, who's supposed to be running away and scared of Braun, when he finds out he has to fight this monster in a cage with none of his cronies to help him, he smirks and he rolls his eyes and laughs it off. Buries the babyface, calls him stupid, makes him look stupid, and tells us he's not afraid of him. The baby faces aren't over anymore. No idea why. Can't imagine why the faces are no longer over. The bunny song, we go on Hulu anyway, one fast forwardable thing right to next. That means if you watch this entire 3-hour program, you saw Hurt Business Breakup, which was actually a good segment, and it made sense to do. There was a reason. That means you watched the bunny song thing, we'll get to it, the long New Day thing that I'm not going to watch, and stupid goddamn Braun Strowman, stupid goddamn Shane McMahon. You watched all those 3 long things, Bunny, Braun, and New Day. And I love the New Day, but I'm not going to watch that segment. I love AJ Styles. Omos is also there. So Miz and Morrison, well, as we said last week, they're going to show you the video they made of dressing like bunnies, where the heels make fools of the faces by dressing up in silly costumes themselves. I don't understand. When Bobby Heenan would lose to Vern Gagne and the Ultimate Warrior later on in Loser wears a weasel suit contest. The joke was you didn't want to wear a silly costume because it's humiliating for a grown man. Now, I don't know. It's bragging rights. Business has evolved. Yeah, there's more wrestling than ever, and no one's watching any of it. Cleveland, so I fast forwarded to the bunny sawing the video itself, and I was hating it as much as I thought I would, and two little things actually made me chuckle in the middle. So I kind of like rolled my eyes and went, "All right, Bob, lighten up." At one point, the Miz is in his silly bunny costume, and just for a split second on their green screen, they have Cleveland, Ohio in the back, just a sign that said Cleveland, because that's where he's from. And that, for some reason, representing Cleveland with that much pride just made me laugh. And they cut to occasionally to Miz and Morrison dancing in the ring because they have nothing to do but watch this stupid video they made, which they probably don't want to watch again. And them dancing to theirs kind of, I don't know, that made me laugh for a second, but not worth the entire ordeal. Bunny and Priest arrive. We're still sticking with Miz versus Bad Bunny. We're not going to give Damian Priest a WrestleMania match. No, we're just going to have him be Bad Bunny's sidekick. Bad Bunny. This was actually done really well. So, there was, I mean, it was lazy writing. They just say bitch because what's Bad Bunny gonna say? So Priest translates for Bad Bunny and says, "I'll make him his bitch," whatever the hell. So Miz runs out and he says, "Oh, Priest, you're gonna stand in the way. You're gonna protect Bunny." And of course, being the babyface and having his bluff called, Priest has to go, "Yeah, all right, fine. He's not afraid of you." And Miz goes up to Bunny and Bunny punches him in the face, and then Bunny powders right into the ring, which makes sense. Bunny's still the celebrity. Miz is still the wrestler here. Two-time world champion, LOL. Bunny's in the ring, and Priest and Bunny have a little bit of an invisible wall here, which I didn't really care for, but it happens. What happens now? Yeah, nothing. Yeah. So he shows that okay, he does have to hit and run. He does have to do what he can against Miz. He's not gonna hit wrestling moves on Miz. He's gonna be as fast and as gutsy as he possibly can and try to get through this and hopefully humiliate Miz at WrestleMania. Here we go. Randy Orton cuts a really good promo about the most nonsensical thing we've ever seen in WWE, but he looks right at the camera. See how these things tend to go hand in hand? All the best promos on Raw. I mean, that's where we want to set the bar. But the best promos on Raw happen to be adult, grown guys who actually accomplish stuff, who we know are tough, looking at the camera. What do you know? I mean, there wasn't much to say about this. I guess later on they said there's going to be a playground with Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. Bobby Lashley wrestles Shelton Benjamin in the second match on Hulu. We're like an hour into the show. 916 stars. Good match. Shelton was the right level of competitive, and Cedric provided the right level of distractions before getting out of there. And Shelton does lose to the move. So there you go. Good to see Shelton wrestling. And I know him and Cedric have been in a tag team, but there's a couple of things that never make Hulu. Raw men's tag team and any women who are not involved with Nia Jax or Charlotte don't make. Even when Asuka's the champion, doesn't matter. Oh, she's on this too. And they took away the Riddle segment. They didn't show that on Hulu. Drew McIntyre enters the locker room. Hey, it was nice to see a locker room. It had a couch in the middle for no reason other than for someone to get pushed into it and have it fall over. But nice to see a locker room and not the stage area where we put on our makeup and our costumes and rehearse our lines. Ricochet stands up. But this is interesting. So Drew bounced around Humberto and Drew Gulak, and Ricochet says, "Hey, I'll fight you." And Drew says, "I respect that." And then they're going to wrestle later. So okie doke. It's good for Ricochet. And please don't complain. He lost in 3 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever the hell it was. he lost to the goddamn top guy on this program. And he was still kind of competitive with him. And he stood up more importantly for the character. Really, more important than a match. The fact that he says, you know what, I got balls. And these other guys might not today, but I'm going to do what's right. That's the most important thing for Ricochet. I'm jumping the gun. Contract signing between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. Holy fuck, I wrote next week. Rhea flipped the table up a la Andre and Hogan at the 88 Rumble, where they signed a contract to wrestle on a Saturday night's main event. Not kidding. Look it up, or don't, actually. You can't. The Peacock takes over today. Okay. And they don't anything that you like, they don't have anymore. But if you put in the promo code Peacock Mania, not just $5, but even for $2.50 a month for the first 4 months, you get Peacock and watch the stuff you hate. Okay. Anyway, I wrote holy fuck as Rhea flips this table up right in Asuka's face. I thought she was down. If it didn't hit Asuka, I was saying they did a great job, but I think she flipped the table up in Asuka's head. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler have to go. And of course, Nia's the one talking. They both have microphones, everyone has a microphone. Nia's got to talk. Do you notice the difference, Bob Squad? Do you notice the difference in my tone reviewing this versus reviewing 91 Rumble, or 91 SummerSlam from a few days ago? I do a lot of this with Raw. This happened next. In 91 SummerSlam, like, and a Legion of Doom is here. And then a week later, the Legion of Gimmicks are here. Nia Jax talks, and they set up a tag match for the exact same thing they did on SmackDown. To have Bianca and Sasha wrestle Nia and Shayna and clash with each other and not win the thing, and Nia's going to make the pin, of course. And then they're going to do the exact same thing. So Nia will pin Asuka because it's Asuka. Nia Jax is going to pin Asuka next week, alright? I'm saying it right now. Mark my words. Great. Nia mumbles through her promos. The hilarity of her calling Charlotte robotic like 6 or 8 weeks ago is no, Nia is the one who's robotic. Charlotte is not. That is completely false. Somebody's projecting. Ricochet says something to MVP. They don't like each other. Ricochet says, I'm not doing this for MVP. You MVP. I'm doing this for me, Ricochet. I wish he said for me, Ricochet. Drew McIntyre summons the Thundercats with his sword. Bobby Lashley is watching backstage on a monitor. This drives me bananas. How come the guy who's watching backstage on the monitor, if he's watching the program, shouldn't he be watching himself watching the show on the TV? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Ricochet gets tossed around and takes huge bumps for Drew, and then Ricochet gets the Claymore, 8,000 stars. This is only the third match in the Hulu edition. Mustafa Ali, I said it right. Hey, I'm woke. He wrestles Ali, he attacks him, and then they go to break. Match gets 381 stars. Claymore, 1, 2, 3 once again. So Drew's beating these guys. And then Lashley gets face to face with Drew, and they yell at each other. And then they kind of brawl for a bit. And then Baron Corbin from SmackDown. He hits Drew with some moves. I don't think it was a match, though. I think he just hit him with moves. And the two of them, Corbin and Lashley, beat up Drew McIntyre. And then they go off the air. They mercifully go off the air. After Mania season, guys. I don't know what I should do. I'll stay with NXT. Maybe I ditch Raw. I'm considering, because I can't take on a third regular show. The 2 shows and then the pay-per-views are enough for me. And I can't do AEW because I don't have TV or the patience. I don't have any hair left to pull out to watch AEW. But I'm wondering, what's the market out there? Are there a lot of UK wrestling fans that want more people to talk about the UK program? Let me know what you think, Bob Squad. The UK program on the network, which because it's new and I assume that will stay on Peacock. That's not going anywhere. I don't assume anything. I have watched that Bad News Piper match every day for 31 years, and they take it away. It's not true. I've seen it a lot though, because I've seen WrestleMania 6 a lot. Tomorrow is the 31st anniversary of WrestleMania 6. Who cares? And today is the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania 12. Who cares? I just know these offhand because I know Mankind debuted the day after, and that was April Fool's Day, so that's why I know that. I'm not doing an April Fool's hardest part of the ring gag with you, but now I'm considering replacing Raw with UK, and I would just do theoretically NXT Thursday, my time, and UK Friday, your time. I like UK. One of my concerns, is even worse than the NXT, even more so than NXT, is that there's a lot of very good, but not very, very sexy. I don't get aroused. No, I mean, there's not a lot of flash and sizzle. There's not a lot to talk about. I like this match or I don't. I'm interested in this character or I'm not. And their characters are pretty basic. Doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are very basic characters. I like those guys. Zaya Brookside's a basic character. Um, I like Zaya Brookside. I feel creepy saying that she's like a little too young, but I'm saying the character is happy and fun. Kaylee Ray is my favorite. Kaylee Ray is my favorite. Walter is Walter even on UK lately? I guess he's playing with Ciampa and but I'm imagining Walter beats Ciampa and goes back to the UK. I don't really know, but I'm looking forward to that. I don't know. I'm considering if I add UK, I got to lose Raw or NXT. I got to lose one. I'm just wondering, are there a bunch of European wrestling fans that would just like UK that just want to hear more about UK? And do they want to hear this Yankee in California talk about it? Would be the other thing. I don't know the answer to that. I'm a little curious. I'm a little curious because I'll still watch Raw as a fan, but to go back, it's painful. And my concern is that it can't be that good for you guys or for anyone to listen to another guy go, Raw. I don't know. And if anything is really outstanding or wacky, I'd still bring it up. Like the Riddle Asuka thing, I'd still bring it up. Was there anything else I wanted to mention this week? No, I can't think of anything. I don't have any old reminiscent pay-per-views coming up with the WrestleMania disaster next week. I have nothing. So, who knows? I'm going to subscribe to Peacock. I'm going to subscribe right now. How about that? I'm just going to do this on air, okay? How about this? Okay, so final update. To watch WrestleMania live April 10th and 11th, you'll need to sign up for Peacock Premium, okay? And with the Premium, yeah, here it is. Special offer, Peacock Mania. Use the promo code Peacock Mania. Oh, I wish they called WrestleMania Peacock Mania this year. Peacock. Well, what else am I going to pee out of? All right, Bob, stop it. Stop it right now. And get 4 months of Peacock Premium for $2.50 a month. Is there any value on the product? They went down by 25%. That's what this is worth now. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. Let me check my emails before this to make sure these idiots haven't, blah, 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 blah. No? Okay. So let's do this right now, okay? I'm going to sign up for Peacock Premium. Enter my Peacock Mania. Okay, redeem now. The promo just code comes right up from your link there. Okay, and there's a picture of Bobby Lashley. Okay, let me move the microphone here because it's in my way. And I have to create an account. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you my email. Who the hell cares? It's bobhansonjokes@gmail. My password. I'm not telling you that. Let's get the fuck out of here. You know who I am? I'm a former I'm a former WXW Tag Team Champion. Thank you very much. Former San Diego Southern County Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I'm not just going to tell you my password and the thing. Okay, so create account. Okay. Uh-huh. Have a pro. There it says again. Okay. I have to re-enter it. It's tricky. If you don't re-enter it, it goes to the regular $9.99 a month. Oh, what the hell? I thought it was five and I don't know. This thing is. Let me. And then you add it and it says invalid promo code. See, this doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I see. 4 months for $9.99. So it would. Okay. So. Huh. Interesting. This is complex. I don't really understand. Oh, the password's got to be 10 characters? You son of an unnamed goat. Why would you do that to me? Okay, there's one. It's a password I like to use. Okay, and I can't apply it again. I don't understand how this works. Create account. I hit a yellow. My peacock is being created right now. It says, whoops, there's been a problem. Try again. What? This isn't good. This isn't good at all. I don't know, guys. Maybe this was a bad idea to do this in a podcast. You shouldn't still be listening to this. I mean, at one point, Bob Squad, I'm going to blame you guys. For really, why are you encouraging me here? This isn't helping anyone. I'm putting in my address, as they say in a post office. Here's looking up your address, all right? There's my zip code in San Diego, California. A lot of people don't know San Diego is actually Spanish for go straight on red. A lot of people don't know that. It's a driving thing. But what happens when the light's green? Oh, they still go straight, but you must also be texting. It's odd how the rules apply. I have to put in my credit card information here. I'm going to read out all the credit card numbers to you guys. Is that cool? And the expiration date? Do you want to... These are the numbers. I can justify this is, even though I shouldn't be spending this money, because I'm basically spending less money since my $10 thing ends today. The little CVV, whatever the hell number it is on the back. Okay, I sniffle into a microphone. Okay, so this should do it. So I'm starting my account right now. Ooh, they have rainbow colors like the peacock. I understand. Okay. Oh, there's AC Slater. There's, oh, is that like the new Saved by the Bell? He's old as fuck here. Timeless faves. There's Pam from The Office, who we all wanted to make relations with. Because you think you have a chance, so that's sexy in a way. Comedy series King of Queens. That's a new one with the Scientology lady who looks kind of mean, to be honest with you, but she's sexually hot. Something called Powerful Drama Yellowstone with Kevin Costner. So, so I'm gonna start watching. So I'm gonna start watching Peacock. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's on Peacock. I'm gonna verify my email for security purposes, and then I'm gonna check that email right now. So they're never gonna leave me alone. This was a big mistake. Okay, so I'm home in Peacock. And then right at the top, if you're in Peacock, there's a thing, and there's some options: featured movies, TV shows, sports, WWE. Okay, kids, news, Latino. Just Latino, whatever. That's like when you're shopping, and like the one aisle is like Latino, Asian, or in New York, Jewish, and it's just like this is the aisle, just Jewish. This feels a little weird. Doesn't feel quite right, but I'm gonna let it go because I have no say in the matter. Oh, the fresh new 1999 summer movie American Pie can be viewed, where Jason Biggs puts his wiener in a pie, which never made any sense because what didn't he? Glad they're staying current. So I'm looking at the feature films. You can watch The Nutty Professor. You can watch The Rundown with The Rock. You can watch a documentary on John Wayne Gacy, who was a clown that murdered kids or something like. Holy balls, really? Best of WWE. Okay. Icons. So they have their NXT, their Icons docs, their WrestleMania, their 50 greatest women's stars. Oh, they corporatized the shit out of this. Your Raw. 14 seasons of Raw for the all 14 years has been on TV, I think. Fast lanes, total Bellas you can want. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, this is just new shit. I think the Royal Rumble, 34 seasons of Rumble, that makes sense. UK is on here, okay. Maybe because I had that problem with the UK. Why are you still, I'm so sorry. Why am I doing this to you? You could turn this off. I apologize. Let me drink some water. Ms. and Mrs. is on here. Ah, Christ. What about all that old territory stuff I always said I'd get around to watching but never do? Where's that? 33 years of SummerSlam? Okay, that's fair. So your main WWE pay-per-views, your WrestleMania Rewind, all the shit they made for the network. Oh, there's a view all button. Okay, view all. I'm afraid of this. Ruthless Aggression doc. The Undertaker doc. Anything with The Miz. Still here. All their goofy shows like Talking Smack. The Bump is there. It is. The Bump is here. Kayla hosts both of them. She's actually attractive. The Day of, the 205 Live, Chronicle. It's all the same shit. Chronicle 24/7, whatever the hell it is. Total Divas, of course. But more Nia Jax. Ugh. So basically, only the shit they want you to see is on Peacock. This is sad. This is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my. This is worse than watching Raw. I think wrestling just died. Ah, wrestling's dead. So really, if the libraries of all these great companies, and also WCW, LOL, if all your ECW, your Smoky Mountain, your Mid South, your AWA, your Jim Crockett this, your NWA that, your no Memphis was never on it, right? I don't think so. Dallas, not the program Dallas, but you understand what I'm talking about. Who shot JR? Not the announcer JR. You know what I'm talking about. Fritz and the guys. Whatever I'm missing. Florida stuff probably. I can't think of it. You get the idea. It's gone. It's over. It's owned by a company who's not going to air it, and if NBC is going to have their rules and whatever someone who's never seen wrestling before decides is offensive is not going to air it, which is a different argument. Piper in 1990 doing his half-body blackface was actually also a bad idea in 1990. Yes, it was. Even then, it was weird. DX doing the blackface thing in 98, which is 8 years later, also weird at the time. I don't think you should take the stuff off. Don't kill me. For me, I think it's actually kind of more racist to erase it and pretend, hey, we were great guys the whole time. It's kind of dishonest. It's like we're not owning it. Is kind of the way is actually why I feel creepier about erasing it. It's like we're not owning how shitty we were being. So I think we leave it there and take responsibility for it rather than pretend it never happened, which is really just protecting us and not those marginalized people, is how I feel about that. So leave it on, own your shit, and do better forward. You can't go backwards in time, whether you want to or not. I'm on Peacock now. Good thing I peed out of my cock before I started this happy horse shit. Okay, wrestling is dead. The more you know.